guys, it is Nicole here back on this Monday night. I know, I'm early, but hey, I wanted to do this video before the night is over, before it escapes me, because it's important, right? You know, everyone has been in this uproar. I don't want to say everyone, but there have been a lot of people that's been in this uproar since the mockumentary about R. Kelly came out. And for those of us, you know, like myself, who are like, I'm in no uproar, because honestly, folks have been talking about this man and his transgressions and his shenanigans and whatnot, and when it comes to young girls and all that. So it is no shock to us, and we know there are many players involved with that. So, you know, for me, you know, if they find something on them, they can, you know, stick them with whatever. Love them, hate them. I'm just kind of like down the middle with it, because we've been talking about that since forever. Anyway, don't have to rehash that over and over and over. However, always know that there is a reason for what they do, okay? And who is they? You know who they is, okay? So we have the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. What are we going on? 24 days now that people who work for certain government agencies, it's a partial shutdown, but these folks are not getting paid, including my own father. He works for TSA in the upper management, and I had to help him this week because, you know, he is going through it. And thank God he turned 62 this September, so he was already planning to retire. So my dad is going to be, knock on wood, hopefully he can just retire the minute he turns 62 in September and get the hell up out of there, because, I mean, this shit is about to hit the fan. Excuse my language. Anyway, so you have the government shutdown. And then this article just magically appeared on my Facebook timeline. And I'm just like, oh, really? And so you have here where the U.S. government, there is some loophole where men coming from other countries can go ahead and bring their child brides along with them. Okay? There is absolutely zero outrage about this, besides the folks who, you know about this, and just the sick, I don't want to call it an industry, but we know that there are countries all around the world who practice this, and it's many countries are trying to get rid of it, but it is something that is still going on. I know there are different organizations that are wanting to stop this, you know, and I've seen videos where they're trying to bring awareness to child brides. It's sick, it's disgusting, of course, but in other countries, it is perfectly normal, okay? But I wanted to read you guys this article because it's very important, okay? Very. And I just want to say, with everyone being outraged about R. Kelly, can you please carry your outrage right over to here? Because it's really needed. Your outrage is really needed, okay? Your concern is truly needed here. So I'm reading this from fox7austin.com, and it says, U.S. approved arrival of thousands of child brides from foreign countries, okay? The United States has approved thousands of requests by men to bring child brides and adolescent brides from other countries. The approvals are legal, because the Immigration and Nationality Act does not set minimum age requirements. So where is Gloria Allred right now? Oh, I know. She's doing something. She's doing some press conference about R. Kelly. Anyway, the new U.S. Senate report called How the U.S. Immigration System Encourages Child Marriages is raising questions about whether our country's immigration system encourages child marriages. I want to say her name is Nyla Amin, and she is the very first woman here. Grew up in New York City. She is a dual citizen of the U.S. and Pakistan, where she was forced to marry her adult cousin when she was only 13 years old. Imagine someone is beating you and raping you every day of your life and telling you, hey, put my socks on me, Amin said. He treated me like a little slave. Amin said her 26-year-old husband saw her as his passport to the United States. I was his lottery ticket out of Pakistan, she said. Amin eventually got out of the marriage, but said the ordeal cost her her childhood. I know my potential could have been so much more, she said, but they ruined my life. You guys hear that? Some lawmakers and advocates for victims say the U.S. immigration system may be unintentionally enabling forced marriages. A loophole in immigration law has paved the way for over 8,000 child marriages, mostly to girls, brought in from outside the country, according to the Senate report. Under the law, a U.S. child may petition for a visa for a spouse or fiancé living in another country, and a U.S. Adult can petition for a visa for a minor spouse a minor spouse or fiancé living abroad. Do you guys hear this? Do you hear this? So it indicates a problem, Senator John Johnson, a Republican out of Wisconsin, said. It indicates a loophole that we need to close. You think? The organization Unchained at Last is dedicated to ending forced and child marriage in the United States. Freddie Reese, the executive director, called the U.S. government complicit in child marriage. Okay? So you see what's going on here. It's legal to do this, but, we go just nuts if we hear of anything in regard to pedophilia, child molestation, sexual assault, rape. This is just going on. This is just right under the radar. Nobody's saying anything. Strange, isn't it? How strange. Lawmakers on the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Reform Committee are now calling for reforms to prevent people from getting immigration benefits that facilitate child marriages. Marriage between adults and minors is not uncommon in the United States. Did you hear that? It's not even uncommon. The AP reported most states allow children to marry with some restrictions. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services weighs petitions in part based on whether the marriage is legal in the spouse or fiance's home country and whether it is legal in the state where the petitioner lives, the AP reported. Isn't this just interesting and just sick and twisted and bizarre all at the same time? This would be so much more helpful. Me Too, Time's Up, all of these different so-called organizations that is about calling out sexual assault, rape, molestation, sexual harassment. And we have laws where this is A-okay to get married, to marry kids. That's perfectly fine. There's no outrage about that. Somebody make this make sense to me, because I'm not understanding it. I understand it, but I'm not understanding it. Okay? It makes no sense. It makes absolutely zero sense. How is this even allowed in the year 2019 in your United States of America? How is this allowed? How? Explain that to me. You think R. Kelly is bad. Yeah, a lot of you have no clue. This is your country. For everyone to see. I mean, this is supposed to be the country that is just above it all and, you know, high morals. And if you want to say that, I mean, that's what they try to pass themselves off as. Really? Really? So yeah, this is what's going on. This is what they're not reporting to you. This is what they're not reporting. You have to go find it or just randomly ends up in your timeline on Facebook. That's how I found this story. Lifetime, I need a documentary about this. We need to be talking about this. We need to be making sure these laws are overturned so this can't happen. Okay? Where's the outrage? I need some outrage. I need some mute child brides. I need something because I'm getting nothing right now. Meanwhile, they got you guys going crazy over here. So yeah, I mean, just stop. Okay, just stop. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share. And I will see you all in the next video.